I'm gonna start streaming.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello to the people. Okay.
Jeez. Jeez. What's up, Shania?
That was something funny.
What?
They're not gonna see us, so they're just gonna hear our voices from like.
Well, they can see your arm.
Oh.
But that's all they can see.
My arm?
Yeah.
Disarm? Disarm? Let's see. Disarm.
Can you see me?
Oh, wait, you can't see
No,
that?
you can't.
Disarm?
No, because I'm in the way.
Well, that's kind of stupid.
You're welcome.
This was my moment to shine, and you blocked me.
Yeah,
To shine.
you be blocked.
That's fine.
They can pay for it on my OnlyFans. So,
You ain't got no OnlyFans.
it's only arms.
Only arms?
Yeah.
Only pause.
Only arms. Yeah. Why are you giving me that look? Hello.
Can you hear them? I don't even know. You probably can hear them.
Yeah. Oh, if they can hear you, they can hear us. What did you think of the last reaction she did to Umbrella Academy?
Honey, no, that's not what we're in here to talk about.
Oh, no, we're not.
No.
I thought that's what we're supposed to do. What the hell?
I have two guests with me today.
I literally just spilled that all over my face.
What?
My water.
Oh, that's sexy. Anna is laying here. You can see her arm. And then Jasmine's back there. I'm blocking her so you can't see her.
There you go, hands.
Oh, you still can't see.
Oh, she
No.
tried to for a second and then you moved in front of her.
Damn, that's fine.
Ugh. That's your stream.
Please do not.
That's your stream today.
Well, I am crazy hyper. So it's either going to be a really fun stream or a really not fun stream.
Hello, Elu. Hey.
Hey, Francesca.
Hey, Franny.
Don't call people by things that they don't want to be called.
I had a friend named Franny. She was the bomb.
Her name is Francesca, not Franny. Hey, what's up, Mikey? You were early, thought you started at 12 a.m. my time. I started a few minutes early because I am crazy hyper and I needed to do something.
Okay, so
And my medicine makes me... Like, I've been basically screaming for the past, 2 hours.
Yeah, screaming at me.
No, just screaming in general. Like, I'll just have random bursts of, screams. Because I'm so hyper. Like, I feel like I drank 3 Red Bulls right now. And also, so whenever I did my Motherland Fort Salem reaction, same thing. So, that, you can kind of tell because I'm all kind of, frazzled. So, in that reaction, I'm kind of a little bit much. How are you? I'm good. Just, hella jittery, fun stuff. Hey, Destiny. Hey, is it Russell?
No, they said.
Oh, hey, I'm Rosie. Oh, okay. Hey, Rosie. I should have read the next comment. I just read something online that said both Sadie and Millie didn't get nominated for any Emmys. Yeah, I looked it up. They didn't get nominated. I feel like anyone who's getting nominated against Zendaya is going to lose anyway. So there's no point. Zendaya's going to win. And if she doesn't win, then there's some sort of, flaw in the system. What are you doing?
I was stretching my arm at first, and then I forgot that you could see my arm, and so I was like, oh.
Yeah, everyone can see you. Well, your arms anyway. They
looks
can't see your
creepy.
face. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you what a guy at work told me. What? What happened? Oh, I see. Fair enough. I just want to say it's 1 a.m. in France. LMAO, I am also super hyper after finishing Motherland Fort Salem after work tonight. Your live feels like salvation and neutralize my hyperness. Well, that's also why I went a little early. Because I was like, maybe I'll feel better.
In France.
Yes, France.
Comment allez-vous? Okay.
But I'm
C'est
super
là.
hyper, so hopefully this will neutralize my hyperness. But also I feel like that episode did not make me... It made me even more hyper, just because of, well, everything that had happened in that episode. And I swear if we would have ended up getting a Talder kiss, I probably would have, like, jumped out of my chair. Did you watch the Paper Girls trailer yet? Sent you a link on Twitter last week. I think so. I don't remember. I think so. I don't know. I'm planning on reacting to it so far. We'll see how it goes.
Very good. Thank you. And you. Oh. That's so nice.
I don't know how to pronounce that, so you're just gonna be talking to Anna with
So
that if you try
very-
to speak in French.
Very good, thank you, and you. Very, very good. You know, well. Sleepy, very sleepy. I forgot what sleepy is in French.
I know, we're on, like, complete opposite sides of the spectrum because I'm like, ah, and she's about to, like, pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. My medicine, I have to take, like, a total of 6 pills a day and my injection. So my medicine makes me crazy. I would have completely lost it if we had a kiss. Oh my gosh. It would have been a really good moment for them to have a kiss, because it was just, that moment was everything. Like, whenever she touched her face and then they went in for a hug, like, I don't think they've ever hugged.
Oh my god.
And she only touched her face one other time, and that was last season, and she was, like, having a moment. And so that wasn't even real in season 2, because she was, like, was she dreaming about it or daydreaming about it? I don't know. It was, like, some sort of moment that she had in her own mind. And so I was like, ooh. Oh, also, I'm loving the gray hair. It looks amazing.
Oh yeah, I did know that word. I'm just tired. I guess I can't think.
I have pineapple stuck in my tooth.
However, my pronunciation would probably be terrible.
So this new radiologist out of nowhere told me, so you are married and you are gay? Do they have like a crush on you or something? I think they'll at least kiss before the end of the season, right? Hopefully, shit. They better. Either her or, either Alder or Nikta.
This is a weird way to spell that name.
What, Nikta?
Yeah.
Nicte?
Yeah. I just don't know anything.
I don't know. I think they're setting up Tally and M, and I don't mind it. I saw that in the last episode, I was like, I could kind of see them. The only problem is, okay, let me just say this. They will set up just about anyone with Tally, but I'm like, well, at least put her with someone, preferably Alder. Like, in the order, it would be Alder, Nikta, M.
I actually kind of like that.
Nikta?
Yeah. No. It's just spelled interesting. So
I like it, but could you... Nikta's a girl name, so we already have a girl name picked out.
Oh.
Yeah, Nikta's a girl. So what are you, the top... So what are you, the top or bottom? Who had the kids? Oh my gosh, I wanted to punch him. Wow, that's rude. Him, not you, by the way. So, boiling hot here in the UK. It is midnight, yet have all the windows open with my fan on.
Oh, I feel that.
It's hot. It's hot here, too.
It's humid.
So humid. It's gross. And Nicta hallucinations. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew. So, that wasn't ever real. So, like, this is the first time it's really been real when she, like, touched her face and then she, like, hugged her, too. And then I'm like, oh, that's a whole thing. And she's like, she called her Tally Craven, and Tally's like, that's the first time you said my name. And that whole scene. For a second, I thought that scene was Tally seeing the future again. Are you talking about? No. I don't think so. Shit. Like that, like their whole scene where she touched her face and hugged her. That was all real. Or it better have been, because if that would have ended up being fake, I would have probably lost it. For Talder, I feel like they did a good job with the hand touching at the end because it was dramatically romantic. It was, I'm sorry, but that scene was absolutely romantic, and anyone who says otherwise is really dumb. But I feel like even Jessica has, like, said this on Twitter, but, like, because they keep kind of putting her with, like, other people, like, they could see her with other people. And with Alder, of course, because hello, but, like, at least for the past 2 seasons, we've been hoping that Alder, like, a Talder thing was going to happen. But then also with this season, they flat out mentioned Nicta's loneliness in this episode, but then they also mentioned Tally's loneliness a little bit in the last episode. So I was like, well, I could see them putting them together because they're mentioning each other's loneliness. But then the whole ending of this past episode, or this last episode from last night, they had it to where it looked like her and Em were going to get together. Which I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it was more of like a friendly kind of hangout thing. That's why I didn't really mention anything about it. Because I was hoping it was more of a friendly hangout versus like a romantic interaction. That would have been the perfect moment for a kiss. I know. It would have been. I'm kind of hoping that it's more of you guys might be mad if I say this, but I feel like we need more of a slow burn. So as long as we get to the end goal of them, like, kissing or whatever, or more, I'm not going to complain. But, like, as long as Talder is truly in game and that's going to be a thing, then I would love to have even more of a slow burn. But if it's not going to happen and all they do is a slow burn, then I'm going to be mad. But I love slow burns. As long as they do get together, that's what I would want. So I actually kind of like that. I mean, like I said, if they would have kissed, I would have lost it. But also, I was holding on to the slow burn. I feel like they maybe need to get to know each other a little bit more, even though Tally was her biddy, and then it was like a whole, they already probably know, like, everything. But Alder is so different in this season, so, which I like, because they could sit there and say, well, now Tally doesn't really know everything about Alder because Alder changed, so now they get to, like, know each other all over again. A friend told me to report him to HR, but I don't know. I talked to my wife, and she said, let it go, but where's the line to report someone to HR? If you felt bad about it, absolutely report it to HR. I mean, that's just my opinion. I've had similar situations like that at work, and my thing is I told my manager first, and I shouldn't have, because my manager didn't do anything about it. And so, but I told my manager, I said, hey, just to let you know, like, this is happening. if you don't take care of it, or if it's not going to get taken care of at all, then I'm going to go to HR. But the guy ended up quitting, like, the next day or whatever. I don't know. It's up to you. It really is. No, I don't want M to get in that triangle. I like M, but no. Sarah and Tally forever. I like M. I really like M, but I don't... It's either... I'm sorry. In my head and in my heart, it's either Alder or Nikta. I heard today the Gentleman Jack not been renewed for a third series. Thoughts? Also not a common opinion of, like, my opinion is I don't think it should have gotten a third series or season, and I'm not surprised that it didn't get to the next one. I'm not surprised, and I'm glad it didn't, because season 1 of Gentleman Jack was awesome. It was so good. Season 2 sucked so bad. And, like, I just don't... I don't think that it should have a third season. And I feel like... I can't say what other people think, because I don't know what other people think. But I feel like other people are outraged because they're... Like, it's a gay show. It's their, or an LGBT show, where, I don't know, did we ever see if, Ann Walker, is she bisexual, or was she a lesbian? Because it seemed like she was a lesbian, but I couldn't quite tell. But, anyway, so at least Ann Lister is a lesbian. But we deserve to have so much better of a show than just, like... I need more than just gayness, you know? I need more, and there wasn't really more to it, in my opinion. But I completely understand why other people disagree with me. But again, it didn't get renewed for a third season, so... I did see that the creator of Gentleman Jack told, like, other streaming services that they were willing to go to a different... platform. So we'll see. We'll see if they get picked up by another platform, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. I'd be surprised if they did. It was just not a good show. The season 1 was amazing, but season 2, they dropped the ball. Tally and Alder are in-game for me. There was a part in the episode when she is on the couch and they talk about Alder. It was a small low-key moment. Yeah, anytime anything is mentioned about Alder, I hear it. But I'm full on Talder. But if they don't ever make Talder a thing, then I'm for Nick Tally, or whatever the crap that ship name is. In the past 2 months, Jessica did a video interview. She is seeing Nikta as a strong mentor that happens to flirt a lot, but she doesn't see her as a potential love interest. I don't know. I mean, but almost the same thing could be said about Alder. But their chemistry, like, Alder and Tally's chemistry is off the charts. Like, I do see Nikta as... I do agree. Well, it's Jessica, so she's a character, but... Even if she wasn't the character, I would probably agree with that, because Nikta flirts with her hardcore, but unless they change it, they could change the dynamic of their relationship, definitely. Because a lot of times they'll be like a mentor and a mentee, and then they end up falling for each other or whatever. But with Tally and Alder, they have so much chemistry. And so they have that to go off of. So... yeah, there's that. I don't think that Nick Tally couldn't ever be a thing, but I do see that as their relationship right now. It's just a mentor-mentee relationship, that the mentor flirts with the mentee. But, I mean, it could always change. For M, I did take it as a friendly bonding. I did too, which is why I didn't say anything. But I could see why they, like, slightly mention, like, it could have seen, like, or it looked like it could be more. I'm so sorry for me, this show is about Talder all the way. Talder is a whole other level. The romance is shining through all the highs and lows of Talder since, like, day one. For sure. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Again, I'm Team Talder all the way. I'm just saying if they don't ever make that a thing, then I would totally, like, my second, favorite would be, Nick Tally or whatever. Also, What We Do in the Shadows is back. It's such a funny show. Love it. I haven't seen it. Will we ever see Arlen? I don't know how to say her last name. The original Nikta in the show again. I don't know the answer to that question. I would like her to be. If they ever made Nick Tally a thing, I could see Tally telling her, I want to see your real face. And so I could see her coming back. I feel like she would, though. Since this is the last season and that's her original face, I'm sure we'll see her again. I wish that they would. I wish Arlen was more of the character, though. Because I love Arlen. There's a Hispanic show called Locked Up. It's on Netflix. It's so good. It has 4 seasons and a spinoff. Have you seen it? Mm-mm. I've never even, I haven't heard of it. In interviews, they talked a lot about Tally being very compassionate, caring, empathetic towards everyone, that it can be perceived as more. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. And why I think Talder is all the way for me is because there's chemistry there, though. Like, it's not just... Tally is not the same with Alder as she is with everybody else. She is completely different. I think Nikta is going to die at the end. Calling it, she will take Rael's place in the explosion. I could see that. I could see Nikta totally being like a, what's it called? A, sacrifice. I was going to say something else, but sacrifice works too. What's it called? Do you know what it's called?
What,
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
When someone's like a sacrifice?
An offering?
No.
Like, you talking about sacrificing somebody?
Yeah. But no, not you sacrificing someone else being the sacrifice.
Like I said, offering.
What's it called? That's not what I'm thinking of, though.
I'm just thinking of a person now.
What is the
ritual
when
offering.
someone
I mean, it is a sacrifice.
sacrifices themselves? Yeah, but that's not what I was trying to.
Oh.
Self-denial. That's on the. That's
Wait,
a.
oh, like when someone sacrifices themselves?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like sacrifice, like some scary.
There's another word, and I want to say it starts with an S that I'm thinking of, but I can't find it. I'm looking for synonyms for self-sacrificing.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have some weird Google searches.
I can't find it.
Just look up synonyms for sacrifice.
I did.
Not self-sacrifice.
I did both. I'm looking at it. Kamikaze is the word. That's not what I was thinking. There's another word for it, and I don't know. I thought it started with an S, but I don't. I'll know it if I see it / hear it. Whatever. Hey, what's up, Steve? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. I also agree with you on the list of potential ships for Tally, Alder, Nikta, and then M. Yeah, for sure. And then watch her. I swear to God, and you know what would make me so mad is if they put her with a dude. I'd be so angry. I could see almost like if if Nicta and Tally got a little bit closer and then Alder were to like see it or something and get like a smidge jealous, I would die for that.
You can surrender yourself.
No, but there's a word for it. Like a there's a word for it. It's a one word, and it's when someone like they self-sacrifice. And I don't remember. I'm surprised no one said it yet. Or they don't care. So that Talder be in game, there's a huge fan base, so I think Nicta is going to die. I could see Nicta dying. Because maybe that would be like her legacy kind of coming to an end, and like that's what she would be known for. And she's super, I mean, they flat out mentioned something about her loneliness, and like everyone is kind of on the fence about Nicta because they don't want to like her, but at the same time, like she's a part of the group now, so I could see everyone end up liking her because she ends up like sacrificing herself. All I am asking though is now for Tally to call Alder by her first name, Sarah. I don't know if she would do that though, because it's like it's a thing for her. I think she would just call her Alder. Unless we get like a vision where Tally either has like a daydream about her again, or like any sort of moment like that, either a dream, daydream, hallucination, whatever, and it's like a really close kind of moment, and then she calls her Sarah. But I feel like in person, I feel like she probably wouldn't. I feel like she would always call her Alder. That was probably my favorite Talder scene of all time. Was the episode that we got last night. It was just so good. In my head, they'll be canon then. I swear, they better. I will flip. Kamikaze is a word. Everyone's saying kamikaze, and that's not what I'm thinking of, though. There's like another word for it, too. Let me look up. Hold on. Another name for kamikaze. Self-destruction. Suicide. What? Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. That is another name for it. Yeah. But there's something else. That's gonna drive me nuts. Irresponsible, reckless, suicidal, careless, foolish. I don't feel like that really matches with Nicta though. Like not reckless, irresponsible, careless. That doesn't suit her, but oh my gosh, not the Gregorio guy. Oh, I remember him. Was he from season 1 or season 2? I don't remember. Wait, was Gregorio not with Abigail? I thought Gregorio was with Abigail. Gregorio. I know that Abigail has been with a guy, or she's been like with 2 guys. Or not Abigail, I'm sorry, Tally. Yeah, Gregorio. Or that's right. Hold on. I remember now. I remember. Because Gregorio and Abigail were meant to be together. But like him and Tally had like a flirty thing kind of going on. I remember. Because I remember throwing kind of a fit about it. Because I'm like, oh, hell no, they better not try to stick them together. Because they had like a flirty moment. I remember. Yep. Because that's when kind of Talder like first kind of happened in season 2. As I remember the scene too where they all get in like a circle and they were like trying to defend something, or like were on the offense with something else. I don't remember what they were doing, but they were all in like a circle trying to do something, and like Gregorio like either said or like did something to protect Tally. I don't know. And I'm like, oh hell no. I remember. She's going to do a Queen Maeve thing, Nicta, to see Scylla to have a happy ending. Yeah, I could see that happening. I don't want it to happen because I do like Nicta as a character because she's completely different than everyone else. But I could see that happening. You should check it out. Locked Up, and maybe if you like it, you could react to it. It takes place in prison and has a lot of lesbian characters, but the story is also so good. I don't know. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll check it out and see what's what. How did you feel when Bridgerton, this series, was renewed for a 3rd and 4th season? Not surprised at all. It's an amazing show. It's huge, so. I want First Kill to get a 2nd season. I'm really surprised that one hasn't been renewed yet, because it's how big it is. But I don't know if I'm sure it'll get renewed, but I'm wondering if Netflix is maybe waiting for something before they renew it, or like give the word that it's renewed. I don't know. I swear, because if they end up pulling a Teenage Bounty Hunters with First Kill, I'm gonna lose it. Or Julie and the Phantoms, or as Anna calls it, Julie and the Vampires. We have to talk about the Anacostia trap in the cage. At first, I thought it was, like, whenever we first saw the traps, I was like, oh, and I was like, Quartermain's in there. And then, wait, is Quartermain Anacostia, or is Quartermain M? Quartermain's M, right? Oh no, that's Anacostia. Oh, I am so dumb. And I'm like, wait, because I remember. So in my reaction, I say, wait, no, Quartermain's not in there. That's Anacostia, but they're the same person. Because in my mind, for some reason, when I was recording it earlier, because I'm like hopped up on drugs right now, probably shouldn't say that live because I feel like my live might get reported. But anyway, so because I'm like super hyper and stuff, my brain is all over the place. But so I was thinking for some reason Quartermain was M, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's Anacostia. But anyway, so whenever they showed the traps, I thought M was gonna be in there, but then it ended up being Anacostia. And I was like, oh damn. I kind of saw that stuff coming though. Hey, what's up, Joel? Season 2, they had some moments, especially after they blasted Penelope. I know. Well, I do remember the couple of moments that they had, and I remember being, like, how my reaction was like, I swear to God, if they put them together, I'm going to be so mad. Anacostia is so attractive also. She's really pretty. I see you seeing me. Savage J, when was the last time you were in here? Has it been a hot minute since you've been in here too? Or is it just me, like, glancing over your name or something? Speaking of Gregorio, where the hell is he? I thought he would be on the run too since he was part of the group that killed Penelope. Did I miss something? He wasn't in the final group. I mean, I don't think he died or anything. Not that I remember. I don't know. I didn't, honestly, and I'm like, he's just not a main character, so I'm like, whatever. That and I'm a lesbian and he's a guy, so like in my mind he doesn't matter. So I don't know. I don't know. We haven't seen him since that moment with Penelope. So I don't know. But he didn't, like, at the very end of season 2 in that finale when they all got on the bus or in that van truck thing or whatever, he wasn't a part of that. That's all I remember. Yes, exactly. That scene in the woods with the dude feeling heroic and we all be like, no, because the chemistry didn't match with the one with Alder. Yeah, no. You can't, I'm sorry. There is no other, like, her with Alder, like, just she has never had a better chemistry with any other character in the show. And if they try to put her with someone else, like, especially with a guy, I'm gonna be mad. Surely not. I feel like Jessica probably has, like, a little bit of crush on Lynn, because I follow Jessica on Twitter, and she says stuff all the time, which I don't know if she just does that just to get everyone else, like, hyped up about it, but I remember when she said something on Twitter from after the scene of season 2 where Alder touches her face the first time, and then she says something about it, and she's like, I wanted Lynn to kiss me so bad in that scene. And I'm like, ooh, it got me so hyped up whenever she said that. But so I'm like, wait, I'm really hoping she's, like, actually all in for it and not just, like, saying stuff. I don't know. I feel like Jessica would be, like, not that I know her or whatever, but I feel like she's genuine. Talking about Queen Maeve and the boys, I think the writers did not know what to do with her on this season. Yeah, I'm a little upset that she wasn't in the season more. I remember watching it last, or the finale, and whenever Maeve, like, did the whole thing, and they kind of, like, they talked about her or whatever, like, the promo guys in the show, whenever they were talking about her, and they were like, Queen Maeve was a lesbian and, like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, she wasn't a lesbian. She's bisexual, but okay, whatever. But I am upset that she didn't have more. So she still was a badass character in there, but she should have had more scenes and stuff. And now I feel like the way that they set it up, she's not going to be in it anymore. Last time I was in your stream, Hitler was a corporal. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I remember seeing your name all the time, and then, but just, it's been a hot minute. Do you think the Penelope of this season remembers anything from the last season? Not at the moment. I don't think she probably does. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say, because when she first came out of the tube thing or whatever, she was, like, pissed, and I'm like, oh shit, she remembers. But I don't know. She just kind of has anger, and it was mentioned by the doctor lady or whatever. I don't remember what her name is. But she mentioned something about how she has still a lot of anger issues that she's trying to control. And so I'm not sure if she does remember or not. I'm pretty sure she doesn't realize that her dad did it, that her dad killed her, but when Penelope came in this show, I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to say, I shipped her with Tally. I thought they had good chemistry. I did too. I did ship her with Tally. But then also, that could be, like, another situation where it's, like, mentor-mentee. Like, it was, like, she's Nicta and then Penelope's Tally type of situation. But I saw a little bit of chemistry between the two. But then they changed it. So she definitely has a small crush on Lynn. She is very genuine. Yeah, like I said, it seems like she has a small crush on Lynn, because why else would you say that you wish that Lynn would have kissed you in that scene or whatever, but shoot, I'm sure, like, most people have a crush on Lynn, though. I mean, come on. What is Lynn, by the way? What nationality is she? Because she's something. I watched an interview with her, and then, oh, she's Belgian. That's what it is. I was like, I watched an interview with her the other day, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize she was a different nationality. Her accent is so good. And she gushes about Lynn whenever she can. Yeah, I do notice that. She talks about her a lot, so not like a lot, but she talks about her quite a bit. Isadora, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's her name. I know. Did y'all see her interview with Adam? She definitely ships Tally and Alder. Was that the interview? I bet that was the interview I watched. Is that the one where she cried? Because that's the one that I was watching. But she does ship Tally and Alder together. They both do. They both ship them hardcore, like their ship thing hardcore. I know, it made me want to cry because I think Jessica posted the interview. That's how I saw it. And she either posted it or retweeted it. But I remember I commented on it, and then I was like, I had the meme where like, Adam Sandberg was like, okay, I'm gonna go cry now. Like gets up, and I was like, cause she was crying in it, and then she was talking about Tally and Alder, and then I was like, shit. And how much she like loved the show and all that. I mean, I guess Lynn's like in Gossip Girl, but I couldn't finish the Gossip Girl reboot. I watched like the first 3, maybe 4 episodes, and then I just couldn't finish it. But maybe, because I do know she's in it, I might have to watch it. Or try to finish it. Since I know she's in it. Yeah, I don't care much about Gregorio either. It's just that he had some importance last season, and weren't they setting up something between him and Tally? Yeah, that's what we were talking about. And that's why, like, all of us are mad, because we don't want him to get set up with Tally. No one does. No one wants Gregorio and Tally. They don't even have a ship name. I mean, they could have a ship name. I don't know, but like, I haven't heard of it. Like, They're both asleep. When your eyes just went up for them 10 seconds, looked like you were possessed. One of my favorite TV series, Black Mirror, said, Season 6 unveils cast including Aaron Paul, Zazie Beetz, and more. Yeah, so I can roll my eyes hardcore, and it's kind of freaky. So sorry about that. I rolled my eyes a lot in my reaction of the Motherland Fort Salem episode, so just prepare. Adam's interview and the newest interviews with her. Okay. I didn't know who was doing the interview. Oh, no. You're talking about Abnormally Adam, right? That's not who I was talking about. She did an interview with Lynn did an interview with with someone else. Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up. That's not what I was talking about. Crap. Wait, tweets and replies. Let me see if it's in here. Yeah, so Jessica posted an interview with Lynn, and she said the magic and magnitude and muse that is Lynn Renee. And she posted this interview with Lynn where Lynn is like crying and she's talking about Tally and Alder or whatever. That's the interview I was talking about. I didn't know Adam did an interview with Lynn. I know Adam did an interview with Jessica, but I didn't know that. Are you sure? Or are you talking about the interview with... Okay, now I gotta look it up on Adam's thing. I'm subscribed to Adam, but... Has he posted recently? Maybe just sometimes, like... I'm subscribed to so many channels that sometimes some videos just, like, get trumped by others. Oh, I ain't going... He posts daily, too, so I don't want to scroll through all of his videos. But, I know he did an interview with Jessica, but I don't think he did an interview with Lynn. I could be wrong. I don't know. I love how actually every cast member ships them. LMAO Taylor said it in a recent interview too. I swear, if they don't make it a thing, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm sure there's gonna be so many, what's it called, fanfics about them. There probably is already a bunch of fanfics about them. And Ashley casually likes tweets about TALDER. Everyone loves TALDER. Like, it's gotta be a thing. I bet you secretly, if they know, like, I mean, they would already know because they're done filming it. But, like, in their minds, I wonder if they know, like, if TALDER gets a kiss and they're, like trying to hype everyone up for it or whatever. But if they don't, I'm gonna be so angry. Did you see the trailer for Orphan First Kill? I didn't see the trailer, but I did see the post. I saw the post where, because I love that movie. I think that movie is great, and I meant to tell Anna about it, but now she's asleep, so I'll tell her about it later. Is it a prequel or a sequel? I don't remember. But I can't wait to watch it, because I love the movie Orphan. No, yes, we were talking about Jessica's interview. I was talking about Lynn's interview. But Jessica had posted the interview of Lynn. So I was talking about Lynn's interview. So I think we were talking about two different interviews. But yeah, I was talking about Lynn's interview where she cries. She talks about Tally and Alder. And also she talks about like how the show's coming to an end and how much she loved it. She loved being Sarah Alder. And I think that's mainly like what she was talking about. Love being Sarah Alder. She talked about Tally and Alder like a little bit, and then when I say a little bit, I think she slightly mentioned it, but then she was primarily talking about how she loved playing Sarah Alder. And you were talking about Lynn's interview on Motherland Fort Salem's YouTube channel, yeah. As for the fanfics, LMAO, already more than 500 on AO3. What's AO3? Oh my god, what's AO3? I need to check it out. I love reading fanfics. One of these days, I would love to create my own fanfics. But, like, just for shits and giggles, because I have, like, so many ideas. But I would primarily love to read fanfics. Yes, First Kill is a prequel. I figured because it's titled First Kill. But you never know sometimes. Maybe I'll react to it or something. I don't know. That is what I said in one of my tweets. There is going to be so much more TALDER fanfic on TALDER. It just needs to be a thing. I need to see it with my own eyes. It has to be a thing. I'm putting it out into the universe. I am just praying. I don't pray, but I will pray for that. I need it. Although I'm a person, like, as much as I love shows and movies and stuff, I love reading because I love to have, like, my own imagination of, like, what's going on and stuff. But I need to see it. And is it me or does the actress that plays Esther look younger than she did in the movie? Probably a little bit of CGI or whatever, but, like, she probably doesn't look that much older. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked her up or whatever, but because it's a prequel, I'm assuming that they probably did use a little bit of the graphics. Archives on Our Own is AO3. I'll have to look it up. I'm going to read at some point a TALDER fanfic. Hold on. Archives of Our Own. Archives of Our Own. Their website could be a little bit better. Their website's kind of shitty. It looks like a high school student who was barely creating, like they just started creating a website. This is exactly what it looks like. Because I took that class, and I know because my website looked like this exactly. I had a web design class, and that was like our project was to do that, and it looks exactly like that. So their website could be way better. I don't know. Maybe they have it. Do they have an app or something? Maybe their app is better. I don't know. I'm going to read. Oh, I already read that. I'm writing one. I'm writing one for the TALDER week this year, starting on the 25th of July. That's coming up. You have to let me know like where you post it or whatever, because I'll totally read it. I used to read fanfics in Wattpad. See, I haven't heard of that one either. Do you think Motherland will be picked up by another network? I think it was already picked up by Hulu, but they can't talk about it until the season is over. At least I hope so. I hope it... Okay, so I hope it gets picked up, but I don't know if... I don't think it will. I hope it does. I'm so upset that Freeform's dropping it. It's like Freeform's... like one of Freeform's biggest shows. I'm very frustrated about it. I really hope that Hulu picks it up. Since it's already on Hulu, I'm hoping that Hulu just picks it up. And it's kind of up Hulu's alley anyway, so I'm hoping it gets picked up. I don't know. It's just all of them are kind of like talking about the end or whatever, and that could be a thing. Like maybe they're just like, let's talk about the end or whatever, and then once like it comes out that we got picked up by another platform, then like, you know, that'll be a whole thing. It'll be a big surprise or whatever. But like they're laying it on a little thick if that's the case. AO3 is like a historical fanfic site. Oh, makes sense. Am I the only one that just doesn't like reading? By the way, there's a new movie called You Can Live Forever. Did you hear about it? No, I haven't heard about it. No shame if you don't like reading. I have severe ADD. And so when I was a kid, it was really hard for me to focus on like reading and stuff. And so I wasn't doing that well in school because I couldn't focus on books or like reading things. And then I got put on some like medication along with like teachers helping me. Like I started out with comic books because they were like, okay, so you like there's so much going on in a comic book that it tends to capture your attention more. And so like that's how I really got into reading, was I read comic books first, and then I read other books that kind of had, they're not picture books, but they were like, they had little illustrations in them. I mean, I guess it's technically a picture book, but I can't remember. There was like a name of this series that I read that had an occasional illustration in it. And so that would help me out too. But I really like reading as long as it's like fiction. Actually, I'm reading the Killing Eve books right now. So I just got finished with the first Killing Eve book yesterday. I haven't read the second one just yet because today's been a hectic day. So I'll probably start reading it like maybe tomorrow. The second book. But I do like the Killing Eve book so far. But normally the only way that I like to read is if it's a fiction book. Because the way that my brain operates is because I'm such an overthinker, then I already plan out all of the possible scenarios of like what it's going to be. Like, so my predictions for how the ending's going to be, and no matter what, it's always going to be one of my predictions because I'm like, okay, so this is going to happen, like whatever. But if it's a fiction, it's harder for me to do that because if someone dies, they could like come back to life. I don't know, there could be a fucking dragon that comes out of nowhere, or like all of a sudden there could be some sort of mythical creature that we didn't hear about previously in that like book or what. And so it just keeps my attention more, and it's harder for me to predict. I love to predict things, but at the same time, I love being right about things. I absolutely love it, but I think what I love a little bit more than that is to be shocked and like completely thrown off guard and like see something that is completely unpredictable, and like I love that feeling so much more than being right, even though I love being right a lot. That other feeling is just, it means it's so much better of a feeling when I can't predict something. And so that's why I like to read fiction. I want it to be picked up by Hulu so bad. I do too. I hope it does. I'm just naturally a pessimistic type of person, so I'm just imagining the seasons or the series is going to end, but I really hope it doesn't. I started reading fanfic to a Camila Cabello Lauren Jaregui. I have read a fanfic or two on them, and I want them to be real so bad. Like, sometimes those fanfics like make you think though, and I'm like, I do think secretly that they were in a relationship of some sort, because like, especially after some of the fanfics that I've read and like some of the photos that you see, and like I've seen like some of the what was it, what were they called, the Fifth Harmony. I've seen videos of them like on tour and like on the tour bus or like backstage and like some videos like that, and like it's hard to try to say that they weren't together, but I don't know. Why am I just realizing that Anacostia killed Scylla's ex? I don't remember who Scylla's ex is. Which one? There was a recent Scylla's ex that came into this season, so it wasn't that one. Scylla's ex. Hold on, I gotta think back. What? It had to have been in what, season 1? Because I don't even remember that. I don't know. I don't remember. I also don't like reading, but I really love writing, so no shame. That's funny. Did you watch a Rebel Day trailer? No, I haven't watched it, and I don't think I want to watch it. Like, I know what, because I've already, like, I've heard people talk about the trailer, so, like, I kind of have a feeling, like, what's going to happen in the trailer. And they talk about, like, someone dying or whatever, and so there's theories on, like, whoever died, but I haven't seen the trailer. And I don't think I will. I don't know. One day I could just be like, what the fuck, and just, like, watch it, but... Because there is a YouTube series called The Stripper So Gay, you should see the series. My thing, I want to see, as long as it's more than just gay. Like, I love gay shit, don't get me wrong, but if it's like Gentleman Jack when all we had was gayness, it's not going to be able to capture my attention for like too much longer. I wanted to read the entire fanfic, and it's so freaking good. Are you talking about the Camila Cabello? That one? My brain is thinking way too fast for my mouth. Yeah, I have really a hard time concentrating on the books. I wish I had the motivation to try and read. I don't know. I think it takes the right book and the right writer. I love to read the House of Night series, and actually, so I've read all of the House of Night series books, and even the spinoff. I don't remember what the spinoff's name is. It's something super similar, which really isn't even a spinoff. It's just an extension to the House of Night series. I love it. And then I read all the side books too, and I actually might reread them because I read them when I was in high school, and so I'm thinking if I reread them, I can pick up on more stuff. But I really liked it. I really like those books. Yes, the girl Vera, it was that one. But she's alive. I don't know. Maybe I have to, like, try to figure out, like, what that was. Or whatever. The spree ex that hugged Rael. Oh my gosh, can you do a video of reaction to the trailer? I kind of hate doing reactions to trailers because they're kind of a pain in the butt. Because trailers are obviously not as long as episodes, so I try, like, my method of reacting to a trailer is different than reacting to a show or to, like, a movie, video, whatever. And so what I do is I pause it instead of letting it play all through so that I can be able to react to it. And it's just kind of a pain in the butt. There's actually a series on YouTube based on a Camila Cabello and Lauren Jareggi fanfic. I think that's probably what I've seen too. I heard Elliot Lawrence was planning a Motherland graphic novel or something like that. At least if the show isn't picked up by anyone, we'll have something else in that universe. I did hear that, and I cannot wait for that to come out because I would totally pay for something like that. Cameron fanfics are insane, and in this episode, fighting in the glass rooms. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff on them. It's made based on the fanfic The Stripper on YouTube. Should 1000% check it out. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Not anymore in this episode. Vera, that was captured for the freak show, did die because she made Sterling stab himself, and Anacostia killed her to defend him. Oh! That was Vera. I didn't even make that connection. That was Vera? That's who she killed? Was Scylla's ex? I didn't even make that connection at all. Holy shit. Like, because I remember, like, watching it. I thought you were talking about from season 1 or something. I thought you were talking about a previous season she had killed her ex. But no, you're talking about last night's episode. I didn't catch it at all. I just thought she was some random witch from the spree. That's crazy. Damn, I wish I would have caught that. That drives me nuts that I didn't catch it. She sure did too, but whenever she did it, I'm like, oh shit, well that chick's dead. I didn't know that was her ex. Wow. I wish I would have caught that. I probably would have if my brain wasn't all over the place. Yeah. I thought you were talking, like I said, I thought you were talking about a previous season. I was actually thinking it was hilarious. What, that I didn't catch it, or the fact that you thought it was hilarious that she killed her? I'll just say pretty much in this whole last episode I was smiling from ear to ear. Cuz my medicine, I told you my medicine just makes me haywire. So like I feel like I'm bouncing off the walls right now. And that's how I was when I was reacting to the episode. So, all over the place. Oh, I didn't know it was Scylla's ex. Wow. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't realize that. Cass, I have to go. Salute to Anna. Tell you if I end up going to HR because it really made me upset. But yeah, for sure let me know. Anna's sleeping right now. So I will tell her that you say bye. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Hilarious that Vera was gone like that by Anacostia. Well, Anacostia is powerful. Hella powerful. I think there was a good thing and a bad thing to the fact that I'm like bouncing off the walls and was reacting to that episode because I felt like that was a really good episode to kind of be like that with, but also there was a couple of moments where like that I wish I would have caught onto. See, but I like can't think of the right words, and that's what kind of drives me bonkers. That's what kind of, yeah. But I like it. I like it because like I'm all up in everything right now. Like I'm super, I wouldn't say emotional, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a 4-year-old kid who's hyped up on sugar. Like that's what it is. So it's not like really a lot of emotions going on. I'm just like super hyper. I really want to see Anakashi in a real fight. I think everyone does. I felt bad for Vera though. I kind of wanted her to come back and cause some drama because I really like jealous Raelle. I'm hoping that we get more Raelle though. We haven't gotten her. We haven't got her in the past couple. Gotten her in the last couple. I don't know. We haven't seen her in the past couple episodes because of the whole situation. So I'm really hoping that maybe we do still see her and like see whatever she's going through in the mycelium. I don't know. Yeah, that kill by Anakashi was gruesome. It was crazy. And I was like, well, shit, she's dead. Just like Alder, when can we see Alder in freaking action? I know. I want to see more action from Anacostia and from Alder. I was shocked to find out that the doctor and that one woman were siblings. Oh, yeah. I was like, so my reaction, okay, if there was like any video that I would highly recommend for you to watch is that episode, because I'm like, I'm all over the place. But so whenever they said they were siblings, I was like I want to say it was like mid-sentence or something, and then I'm like, oh my god, they're siblings, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not shocked by that. It was like the fact of like how they interact with each other, not surprised that they're siblings. And like my thing is though is I feel like the doctor, I could see him switching sides potentially because he is so underappreciated from the Camarilla that I feel like, and he's so smart. He could have so many benefits to either side, but the Camarilla is like they're basically, I mean, she said it, they're about to kick you out if you don't try to figure out your shit, like whatever. But he's so underappreciated, and I feel like once he realizes that he could switch sides, and then yeah. I don't think we'll see Raelle till the end. I hope that's not true, but I could see that. Sorry, autocorrection is the worst. It's okay. A lot of times it's me trying to decipher. I don't know. Me trying to figure out what everyone's trying to say. But also, I have to try to decipher what I'm trying to say right now. Yeah, I don't know, because one of my medications makes me have like it raises my estrogen levels, and so that's why I'm like bouncing off the walls. And I have to take 4 of those pills a day. It's about to get decreased in like a week, but still. So I'm like, I'll be like this for a week, and it's driving me crazy. I seriously, I've been like messaging my mom and like messaging coworkers, and I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm like Cornholio right now, or like just like I said, a little kid that's hyped up on sugar, or like just there's another gift that I sent where it's what's her face from The Office? I can't remember what her character's name, but she's basically like, yeah, she like jumps on the tables and she's like, yeah, or whatever, and I'm like, yep, that's me. That's me right now. I'm a type of person that I'm super calm, and I'm super calm, laid back person, but anytime I'm under the influence of anything, or if I'm hyper, then I'm the complete opposite. But it's driving me bonkers. It's driving me insane. My emotions, it's funny because my emotions were like crazy before, so I feel like my emotions are kind of back to normal-ish. So it's not my emotions that I'm having an issue with now. It's like, I told Anna, I'm like, shit, like, screw pre-workout, and I was like, I want to go run a mile right now. And Anna's medicine makes her sleep. It makes her super sleepy, and it doesn't make her feel great. So it's just funny how we're on like complete opposite sides of the spectrum. By the way, loving little Kalita. I can't wait to follow her in Alder's quest. I know, that's another thing is like, now that they're on their quest or whatever, when are we gonna see freaking TALDER again? When are we gonna get another TALDER scene? So, I don't know if like maybe we'll get more Nicta and Tally scenes, or like maybe they're gonna go back and forth with Nick, Tally, and TALDER. I feel like that's what they could do. I feel you, I do the same. What, when you're hyper? Or under the influence of something? Did you see that Netflix really tried to block a lot of the first kill moments of the tree scene? No. When did they do that? Now I hope that this isn't going to be true, but after this episode, I think that Tally might die. Don't you dare say that. Don't you say that. I don't think so. I don't think she'll die. There's not really... If she does, it'd be a big shocker, and like, it wouldn't... I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense. It doesn't fit. I wonder who that guy in the beginning was, the one who sang to Alder. Probably some random, like, warlock or something. I don't know. Probably some random dude. He could not be random, but he seems kind of random, at least at this point. When she was... You're talking about whenever she was in the field. I wish Netflix would just renew First Kill already. I'm sure they will. Because of how big it is. I just don't know what they're waiting for. He's a vessel for the first song, I think. He could. Maybe that's what he is. Like, right now, he's still random because we haven't seen him again. But, like, that could make sense. And, like, why she, like, formed back up in that area. I wonder how many people are the first song. Oh, 7, right? No, wait. Am I just making that number up? That was... I was thinking of Umbrella Academy. In the finale when, like, everything was, like, a number 7. How many were there? Were there, like, 4? It's either, like, 4 or 6 or something like that. I can't remember. Well, after the vision, Tally hadn't made it look like she might die. I don't think she'll die. It could also come down to, like, maybe Nicta. Well, that's maybe why Nicta would sacrifice herself, is to save Tally. I could see that happening. But that wouldn't happen until the finale or whatever. Like, the whole vision of her with Rael, I feel like that's the finale. I don't feel like that's going to be, like, the next episode or whatever. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like that was more of, like, a finale episode. I feel like they might be 6 of them, like OG. They showed them in the beginning of not last night's episode, but the last episode, episode 3? Yeah, because we're only on 4. Episode 3, in the very beginning, they showed them. And I just couldn't remember how many there was. There was like, I think there was like 6 or something, because I was like, is everyone a lesbian? Because like each one of them had their own pairs. There was pairs, so it was an even number. I think it was 6 or 8. There's either 6 or 8, because everyone had a pair. 6, I think. I don't know. It's an even number, because everyone was a pair, because everyone, like, there was people, like, hugging each other, and then they went their separate ways. But it was like, very lesbian-ish, and so I'm like, I remember making that comment about it, so that's why I remember it, but there was definitely a even number of females. I don't know how to say that name. The showrunner said that they are saying, like, it's too much and it is really our show. They just kept questioning her and the director's choices for this show. Who? What show? For First Kill? Is that what you're talking about? So we have Kalita, Alder, the new woman from the session, Rael, this guy, and someone else. At least that's my theory. 6, like, these 6 OG women. Oh, I see what you're saying. So, I see what you're saying. I bet it's 6. I bet it's 6 then. Because I bet they'll make that connection at some point. It's probably 6. Yeah, First Kill. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. I think it'll get renewed, but like I said, if it turns into like a Teenage Bounty Hunters or like a Julie and the Phantom type of situation, I'm going to be a little upset. Because both of those shows were huge. At least for me. I don't know. Or at least for other reactors too. Like, for a reactor standpoint, it was a big show. And I don't know why they didn't renew it, but the longer they wait, the more afraid that I get that it's gonna just end up getting canceled. Because that's what happened with Julie and the Phantoms. What was it, like I don't think it was like a year or anything. Was it a year that we waited until they were finally like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna cancel it? I don't like how Hulu posts, is that the right word? I don't know, an episode a week. I'm so used to binge watching shows, I wish they would just drop all the episodes. Well, because it's not a Hulu show. It's not a Hulu original. It's Freeform. So it's on Freeform, and Freeform is cable. So they upload them weekly every Tuesday night, and then Hulu picks it up, like, they post it early Wednesday mornings. It's like usually like 3 a.m. Well, it's 3 a.m. Eastern time is when they typically get uploaded. So yeah, if it was like a Hulu original, then I'm sure like it would probably be if it was all at once, I would binge watch the shit out of it. I would be done in like one day. For sure. Like, especially if it gets picked up by Hulu and then Hulu, like, releases them all at once. That would be the quickest show that I would ever binge watch. Anybody else notice that Motherland Season 3 seems to have a lower production value than the other seasons? If you compare to Season 1, it's like they have a significantly lower budget. That could be true. I feel like they don't really have to do in this season, they haven't done a whole lot of magic-y stuff. And that's maybe why if they got a lower budget, then maybe they focus the storyline on less magic, so that they don't have to use a lot of that budget. But in Season 1, they went hardcore with the magic, because it's kind of like the whole point, right? And then Season 2, they did like... Still, they had big magical scenes, and this one they really haven't had any big magical scenes yet. At least nothing that has like a lot of graphics to it. But we're only in like we just got finished with the 4th episode, and there's still, 4 more episodes? Because I think there's 8, or was there 10? There's 8. So we still have 4 episodes left. So they could still have big magical scenes, but they haven't had any big ones yet. They just have like the occasional things where like they'll do some sort of like vibration in the earth or like whatever, right? But they don't have massive scenes yet. By the way, if there are other international Motherland Fort Salem fans like me, please stream Motherland Fort Salem on ABC Sparks for the view. It's free and legal. Yes, the CGI is not so great in this season, but the R with mushrooms was cute. Yeah, it was cute. Yeah, but so if they did receive a low, well, also because they got right. So what they said before they started filming season 3 is that season 3 was going to be its last season, so they probably pulled back on the budget because the show's ending anyway. So if they pulled back on the budget, then that way they were able to make a storyline where they don't have to have big, massive, magical scenes. So it makes a lot of sense. Because I think it was like right after season 2 where they came out and said season 3 is going to be the last. So before they started filming is when they got the notification, so they probably made the storyline less magical. Hello. How are you feeling?
I'm just tired, sleeping.
Sleepy? Oh.
I'm okay. How you doing?
That's good. I feel like I'm winding down a little bit. I meant to help the views and that and that renewal pickup. I get you. I'm all for getting more views. God, I can't wait. I need to watch the trailer for the next episode. Because since I watch it on Hulu, they don't really have trailers for the next episode.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
She's still asleep over there?
Oh no, you're awake. I just see like one eyeball. Have you guys seen the trailer for Resident Evil? I'm still contemplating whether I'm going to do it or not, though. It comes out tomorrow. And then I'll wait and see if any other reactors are going to do it. And then if other reactors are doing it, then I'll do it too. But if not, I'm going to need recommendations for shows. It looks like it's going to be big, but we'll see. I feel like the episodes are too short, or is that just me? I mean, it's the typical length of episode time. Which is like, it's an hour with commercials, so without commercials, it's like 42 minutes or something. Something like that. But it flies. The more interested you are in a show, the quicker that time is going to go by. Which sucks. But anyway, guys, feel free to give me recommendations, because if I don't end up doing Resident Evil, then I'll probably if I don't do Resident Evil, then I'll put out a post asking for recommendations, or just comment on any video, anywhere, and I'll be on the lookout for them, or on Twitter. You can just tell me on Twitter too. That too. Have you watched the second season of Russian Dolls yet? I haven't watched any of Russian Dolls. I was planning on doing a reaction, but then I realized no one else. It's like no reactors were doing it, so I was like, oh well. It is always too short with Motherland Fort Salem because it is packed with action and is extremely dense. It's just that, and like you want stuff to happen, so like you're waiting for it to happen, and then the credits roll up, and then you're like, well, But anyway, guys, I probably need to jump off of here so that we can do our stuff. And then, but this week, if I end up doing Resident Evil, that'll go up this week. Motherland Fort Salem video will go out tomorrow or tonight if you are on my Patreon. And then, no, Rebel Day doesn't come out till the end of July, I was gonna say. So, maybe Resident Evil and Motherland and Fort Salem tomorrow. And those are the only two things. Until after that. So, you should still do it. Russian Doll is amazing. I mean, I heard it was really good. I just haven't seen any other reactors doing it, so I don't know if it's just a bad show to try to do, because maybe they're picky about the copyright stuff or what. Locked Up is a great show. Look at the edits of the trailers. If you liked Wentworth, you will love. I did love me some Wentworth. No reactors doing it. Plenty of them have done reactions or reviews for it. Yeah, I'm wondering if that means that it's a show that it's a pain in the ass to get up then. I don't know. We'll see. Just like I said, just definitely put it out there, because I haven't gotten a lot of recommendations to do Russian Dolls anyway, but recommendations, just let me know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here tonight. I will see you guys next week. Like I said, tomorrow is Motherland Fort Salem, and then maybe not Resident Evil. But anyways, bye guys. Good night.